it's time to do our November crate, and today we're going to be painting a turkey. So once you've unpacked your crate, you're gonna set up your area. Tablecloth or something so you don't get paint everywhere. I'm wearing an art shirt, I have paper towels, I have a cup of rinse water. Get your paint brushes out of your kit, all of your paint. This is gonna be the turkey body. So grab the little body. You're gonna need a pencil, go ahead and sharpen it. And you're gonna need your canvas. There's also an eraser for your pencil, so if you need to get that eraser out, get that too. And then have a blow dryer nearby. Ask a grown-up for help if you need help. And once you're set up, we'll be ready to start with our project. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. You are going to start with your template. You are going to decide if you want to have a portrait or if you want to have landscape. It's completely up to you. I think that I will go landscape. So I'm gonna take my little outline of my turkey's body. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of my canvas. I'm gonna hold the template with one hand and I am going to trace around it with the other hand. And that is how I get my turkey body. So go ahead and get your turkey body on there. Once you have your turkey body, we are going to start painting. Go ahead and open all of your paints. And what we are going to do is get the brown, get a smallish brush, and you are going to go ahead and paint that whole turkey body brown. Nothing else is gonna happen right now. We're not gonna do any more drawing. We're not gonna worry about the eyes or anything like that. We are just going to paint the turkey body. So I grab a brush and I start just with the brown and I am going to outline where I drew the body. So I'm going around the outside. If I do this, then I have nice clean lines. Around and around and around. And I'm gonna get this whole thing filled in. Now, as I am painting, I am noticing that I have some white spots. I will need to blow dry this and I will need to do a second coat of paint. Sometimes when you're painting with acrylics, you do have to do more than one coat of paint. I make sure I spread it thin so that I don't have any lumps. The lumps don't dry very well. And so there we go. There is my turkey body. Now we're gonna pause the video long enough to blow dry. So hit pause and blow dry once you get that turkey filled in. Be right back. My turkey body is dry, so I'm gonna use that very same brush and I am gonna do a second coat. The second coat should go a little bit faster. It'll also start drying faster because it's still hot. You may notice that from the blow dryer, it's still hot. There we go. All right, I've got my second coat on there and I am actually just gonna take my brush. I've got my rinse water. I'm gonna drop it in the rinse water for right now because now we're gonna draw. Okay, I am ready to start drawing some turkey feathers. And so what you're gonna do is you are going to take your canvas, your pencil, and I like to start at the top. Go ahead and draw your first feather right here at the top of the turkey's head. Then you will work your way around. I try to keep my turkey feathers similar in size as I go around, and I'm gonna do 3 on this side, and then I'm gonna do 3 on the other side. Here we go, so 1, 2, 3. This is harder to draw upside down than I thought. Let me turn it over real quick. So if I have pencil marks that I don't want, I can erase them There we go, I'm making that a little bit bigger. Or I can just paint over them. So essentially, I'm gonna get my feathers around. Now, legs. I can make my legs go off the page where he's standing. I'm gonna make him kind of bow-legged. So I am making 2 lines like this, and then I'm gonna make turkey feet. You know, they're just birds, so they get little like toes. I could have done 3, I only did 2. All right, once I have this, I'm gonna come back later and work on the body. We're gonna paint the feathers first. And so I'm gonna rinse that very same brush. I don't think you can see me. I've got my big cup of water. I really swish that around. Then I'm gonna grab my paper towel and I'm gonna make sure I get it really, really dry. I have all kinds of colors. And so I think that I will start with the orange. I'm gonna get my orange and I'm gonna do my very top feather orange. The very same way earlier that I took my brush and I spread out the paint, I go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna rinse my brush and then I'm gonna dry my brush and I'm gonna get my second color. So with my second color, just pick any pattern you want. I'm gonna do green next. So now I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna do a green feather. So if you want a pattern, make a pattern. If you want it to be random, make it random. It doesn't really matter. I am just gonna paint each individual feather and then I'm going to be ready to blow dry again. So each feather, fill it in and go from there. Now, while I am filling this in, I was gonna tell you that we like to have turkey for Thanksgiving. I know some people don't have turkey for Thanksgiving, but I think that's the most traditional thing to have. I don't know if you like turkey. I actually really like turkey. One of the things I'm not gonna do with my colors, I'm not gonna use blue because I'm gonna do blue in my background and I don't want my blue in my background to make my feathers fade away. So when you're thinking about the colors as you choose them, think about whether or not you want to use a blue. Now, let's see, I haven't done yellow, so I'll come over here and I'll do yellow. One of the things with yellow is that it doesn't cover very well if it's on top of another color, but it will cover really well if it's right on the canvas. Okay, I have used pretty much all of my colors, so I'm gonna go back and I am gonna do, I think I'll do another, I'm gonna do this one green. Now mine is not a pattern, it's not gonna go in the same order, I'm just gonna do those random colors. So I like the green, and then I think that I will do, should I do purple? I'll do purple. I love purple. It's one of my top 5 favorite colors. I have lots of favorite colors. I don't know what your favorite color is, but definitely purple is one of mine. All right, I have my feathers done. I'm gonna move this aside. I'm not gonna blow dry just yet. We're gonna go ahead and do the eyes. And I'm gonna do for the eyes something weird. I'm gonna take my middle finger and I'm gonna take my white. I'm gonna stick my finger in the white and I'm gonna go boop. I'm gonna stick it in the white again and I'm gonna go boop. Look, I have 2 really nice eyes. If you want your eyes to be smaller, you can dip the end of a brush in. So sometimes I'll take the end of a paintbrush and I will dip and make a dot for the eyes, so I can do that, but I've got my eyeballs on. I am going to take the smallest brush that I can find. For me, it's this one. I'm gonna get in here to the orange and I'm gonna go ahead and make a turkey nose. They are triangle. I'm probably gonna have to do more than 1 coat of paint and I'm gonna go ahead and do a pretty big nose for my turkey. Okay, so I got the orange. While I still have the orange, I'm gonna do my legs orange too. You can do your legs orange or you can do them yellow. It's completely up to you, but I'll go ahead and paint those while my brush is already orange. Then I'm gonna rinse my brush. Again, I'm swishing it really, really good. I'm gonna use that same brush and I am going to do the little gobbler thing. I actually think that is what it's called. but it's a weird name. It's this little red thing that hangs from a turkey. I know some turkeys have beards too, but I'm not gonna put a beard on mine. Now, I've got all of this part done and it's time to go and blow dry again. So go ahead and make sure your eyes, beak, this little red thing, the legs, and all your feathers are done, and we're gonna go to the blow dryer, and then you'll come back and we'll be ready for the next part. Okay, I am all the way dry, and so now what I'm gonna do is paint the background. Again, I'm gonna get the little brush, and I'm gonna start, I told you already that I was gonna do blue, and so I'm gonna actually outline each and every one of my feathers with the blue with the skinny brush. Once I get a section like that done, I'm gonna grab a bigger brush, and I'm gonna start to fill in. And so I can use the big brush when I am away from the feathers after I have done an outline. I also can do it this way where I go ahead and get as close as possible and then just fill in. So I want my whole entire background, I'm gonna make that blue. The little brush, when I need to get in and get close. The big brush, when I'm ready to do the big spaces, like so. I actually picked an even bigger brush. All right, so go ahead and get your whole entire blue filled in. Blow dry it. You can also take, like I showed you earlier, I'm gonna get the end of a brush, I'm gonna stick it in the black, and I am gonna make a dot like so in the middle of my turkey eyes. I like to make my turkey eyes really tiny like that because he looks scared, and I want him to be thinking that, oh my gosh, how am I going to avoid being part of the dinner without being an actual guest? I don't want to go in the oven. And so your turkey might want to think about how he's going to escape. And so those eyes are a little bit scared. All right, so I got my outline done there. I'm gonna fill in, and you just go ahead and get all of this filled in. After you get it filled in, go to the blow dryer, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna decorate our turkey. Okay guys, we are back. My turkey is all dry, my background is dry, and now we're gonna get the little brush, the tiniest one that is in your kit, and we're just gonna do a little decorating of the feathers. So now that I have all my feathers dry, I am just gonna put some different designs just for fun. I'm gonna take my yellow, and on my orange, I'm actually gonna make, I don't know if you can see very well, I'll zoom in, but I'm gonna make like some feather marks. So on that one, on orange, I did yellow. I have feather marks. I'm rinsing and drying my brush. I'm gonna grab the red, and I'm gonna put the red on the yellow, and I am going to do it again. And so I make a line down the middle, and then I put little marks to make the feathers. I'm gonna get green. I'm gonna do green on purple, so I'll have to do that twice. So I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna go boop, 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 boop. I do it like a Y, like it's growing outwards. And that just adds a little extra color and design to my painting. Now, you could do something else if you wanted to. So you could go and do like polka dots on one, or you could do swirls, or you could outline, do whatever you wanna do. So if you wanna make different designs, make them. This is just the design that I picked. I'm actually gonna use white on my red. So I'm gonna go white, and then I'm gonna go boop, 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 boop. I like to make noises when I paint. It sounds silly, doesn't it? I'm gonna rinse my brush again. I'm gonna dry it, and I am on my last one, which is green, and I think that I will do purple on my green. I think my turkey looks really cute. There we go. Feather marks, boop, 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 boop. Let me do a couple more. Now, on my actual turkey body, I'm gonna take the black, and I am going to give him his wings right here. I just did like 3 little loops to make wings. I am going to outline his beak, because orange and brown, it doesn't show up very good. I'm gonna outline his little gobbler. And I am going to also outline the outside of the turkey's body. Now, it is completely up to you whether or not you want to outline. Outlining can be hard, and so decide if that's something that you want to do. You can also outline with a Sharpie. Now, you don't have a Sharpie in your kit, but if you have a Sharpie at home, or I like to use actually even the Sharpie paint pens sometimes, or you can have a grown-up help you with a paintbrush. I like to outline because I think it makes my turkey stand out better, but it really is a personal preference. So when you're the artist, you get to make decisions about how you want to finish off your art. So my choice, and I almost always do this, I like to outline. Now, something on my turkey, we've talked about this in other videos. If this is not your first video, I really like to do eyelashes. So I'm gonna give my turkey an eyelash. Now, I did this project a couple years ago and I gave my turkey a pilgrim hat. And so if that is something that you think you wanna do, you could always give your turkey like a little pilgrim hat. You do not have to do that. I am almost done. I gotta be careful without putting my hand in the paint. I already have paint all over me. All right, so there is my turkey outline. Now, the rest of my painting, I have a blue background. It can be the sky if you want it to be. Say you did want it to be the sky and you wanted some grass, you could actually put some grass down here underneath the turkey's feet. I'm just popping it in there. It doesn't have to be super awesome, but you can take your time and make it super awesome if you want to. I'm just gonna put some grass down here. You can see how I'm just moving my brush up and down and around, and I don't want to bury my turkey foot. So if I want something like that and I want to make my turkey outside, there again is my grass. I could get the white and I could put like the little clouds up here in the sky if I wanted to. I really like fluffy clouds, so I take my time to make like loop-de-loops and fill them in. There we go. These are back in the background, so I've got some of those. Now you can do what you want to do for your turkey. If you didn't do a blue background and you just wanted a design, you have a polka dotter. You could put polka dots around if you wanted to. You can write Happy Thanksgiving. You can choose what you want to do. Also, take a look before we're all the way done. Check and make sure that you don't need a second coat of paint anywhere. So I feel like I need a little bit more paint like on my beak to make it show up a little bit more. So once you finish that off, then we're done with the turkey painting and we are going to set that aside. So if you need to shut off the video to catch up, go ahead and do that. And then when you're done, grab your little wood piece. The wood piece has 2 holes in it and it comes with a string. And so you're gonna make a little sign. To do the little sign, you're gonna need your biggest brush. We're gonna start by giving it a base coat. I am gonna make mine a Thanksgiving sign. You can do your sign any way you want. I'm actually gonna start, I wanna mix some white. So I'm gonna put some white on there. I still have a little bit of blue in my brush. I'm gonna paint my whole entire thing blue. You may paint it any way you want. This is wood. The wood will soak in the paint in a way that the canvas does not. So this is actually gonna dry a little bit faster. Notice that I like to take and smooth out my paint. And so I like to do a back and a forth to smooth that out. So I have that part done. I'm gonna take my brush, it's going in the water for now, and I need to blow dry this. So anytime you use acrylic paint, you want to blow dry before you start adding colors or paints on top of it. So let's go to the blow dryer, get it dry, and then we'll be right back. now I'm going to do my design. So I'm gonna make this into a little sign that says give thanks. So I'm actually gonna need to turn it over so that I can see. I'm gonna take my pencil and I am gonna write the word give in all capital letters right across the top. And then I am gonna write the word thanks, and I'm gonna use cursive. Now you can do it any way you want. I'm just choosing to write it in cursive. And so that's what it looks like. I wrote give thanks. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that little bitty brush out again. I'm gonna use black. You can use any color you want. I'm gonna have to work backwards because I don't wanna run my hand through it. I'm just gonna take the black and I am going to cover my letters. Now, you can ask a grown-up. You can say, can you help me with my writing? Can I use a ruler? A ruler's a good idea. I didn't use one, but I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And so my letters are pretty even. All right, here we go. Give is done. Oh, I went a little fat. I do like my letters sometimes to be a little fatter. So I'm gonna make my V a little fatter. I'm gonna make my E top and bottom. I'm gonna leave that middle one skinny because I like the way that looks. All right, give thanks. Now, I don't think I can do thanks upside down. Here's the other thing. You actually have glitter in your kit. Let me grab my glitter, and you can get your glitter. It disappeared on ya. I'm gonna give it a good shake. Oh, it's glitter glue. I can actually take the glitter if your hand is steady enough. I don't know if this is working out or not. Yep, it is. And I can actually take and I can put the glitter across there. Now, once I have a little glitter on it, I'm gonna clean that brush. And I am actually gonna get, and I think I will do, I don't know what color to do. I'll do orange. I'm gonna mix my orange and that glitter. And you might not be able to see it unless you zoom in on the video, but that glitter is spreading right along with my paint. And so once I squeezed a little bit of glitter on the letters, the glitter is in my paintbrush. There, I have I gotta get onto my end. I'm gonna get a little more glitter. Get it right in here. My glitter is not coming out. Oh! I may have to take the lid off in just a second. Okay, I got a little more glitter. So I am just taking that skinny brush. Again, this might be something that if you can have a grown-up, usually if you can get it written nicely and someone can help you with that, or you may have really nice handwriting, or you don't have to do it in cursive. Maybe you haven't started practicing your cursive yet. You can do it in any kind of handwriting you want. All right, so I have give thanks. Now, I am going to take this sponge right over here. Well, I think I'll do it on this side. I'm gonna dip it in the brown. I'm gonna tap it on the table a little bit, and I am going to go boop, and then I'm gonna go boop, and guess what that's going to be? Skinny brush. You'll see it in just a minute. Where did my skinny brush go? Let's see, there it is. Nope. All right, here we go. Got my skinny brush. I dried it. I'm gonna get into the yellow. I'm gonna make myself a little turkey right there with yellow feathers. So I'm gonna go around just like we did in our big painting. Now, there are other things you could do right here. You could do like a fall leaf, for example. You could do different color feathers if you wanted to. You could make this, now that I'm doing the brown and the yellow, I'm thinking it would be really cute as a sunflower. So, but mine's gonna be a turkey. I'm gonna use the orange, like so. Orange and yellow are friends, and so is red. So I'm gonna do some red. I'm just gonna do a little outline of red. You can play with this however you wanna play with it. Meanwhile, my turkey is wet, and so I wanna be real careful. I don't wanna put my paintbrush in the brown. I am gonna give him, this time I'm gonna make him have little turkey legs like he's sitting. So I like to do that sometimes, and then there's his little turkey toes. And and it says give thanks. Same little brush with the brown. Where did my brown go? I'm dipping it in, tapping it on the table. I'm just gonna put a couple of big brown polka dots just for decoration. I don't know where else I can go. Here, down here. I don't wanna smush it into the paint. I'm gonna flip this upside down and I'm gonna use this end. I'm gonna come in with this end and I am gonna use the green. I'm using the wooden flat end, and look, I can make a different kind of polka dot. I don't have to worry about washing my sponge out because I'm not using it. I am gonna wipe with the paper towel, move that. I think I will do white now. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do some white polka dots. Now, you can really do anything you want to with your wood piece. It doesn't have to say give thanks. This is just a little craft and an idea. I'm actually gonna use the white and I'm gonna make big eyeballs. My brown's not dry, so I'm trying to be real careful. I'm gonna use my little brush again. I got a scoop of orange. I'm gonna put some orange on here. Look how funny his eyes look, and I made a little tiny beak. So that's fun. Now I have jewels. I can glue jewels all over it. I can do more glitter if I want to. I'm gonna end it by putting the ribbon in. So you have your little bit, I guess it's rope. You're gonna stick the rope. Mine's a little bit untwisted, so I'm gonna twist it. I sometimes even will get like a little bit of water, twist that end to make it go through, but I'm gonna stick that through as best. Well, I had to lick it. All right, you can also trim the end if you have trouble. Have a grown-up help if you need it. There we go. I've got that in there, and I'm just gonna tie a little knot in it. Come back and do the other end, and then I've got to get this end through. I'm not going to put that through because my turkey's still a little wet. As soon as I get that dry, I will put a little dot in the middle of the turkey eyes, and then we have a really cute wall plaque that we can hang up somewhere that says give thanks. Now, if you were to mess up, there is another side. Mine's kind of messy, but I can flip it over and start over if I want to. It's also acrylic paint, so if you blow dry it, you can also paint right over the top of it if for some reason you make a boo-boo. There's this guy going in, and we are done for the day. Don't forget to put little eyes on your turkey. I've got to wait till that's dry. The other thing is you have eyes in your kit or jewels in your kit. You can also do turkey eyes using the googly eyes that are in your kit if you want to. So, hope you had fun, and I will see you next time.